So there's a volunteer group of moms in Mexico, and they go out and try to find missing loved ones. It's pretty cute.
What, are you gonna fight the cartel?
Yeah.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like,
But they're
I
moms,
met this
so
girl.
it's kind of cute.
I thought it was gonna be like, I met this girl in Tulum, and we were so drunk, and we fucking loved
Oh,
each other.
misconnection?
Yeah, I thought it was a misconnection.
Craigslist?
Yeah.
That's kind of dope.
And then they're like, moms to the rescue. All right, we got this one.
Matchmaking,
Moms to the
matchmaking Mexican moms. Triple M's.
We should start reading connections.
Your mom, 4.
Dude, that'd be dope.
I wish.
That's a fucking size 5 shoe.
Yeah.
She was a size 5 shoe.
Yeah, I saw a hot girl in a white
Chanclas.
bikini. Mama, find her.
I wish.
There's like the hacker version. They all have a M for a last name too, like Morales.
the hacker mom.
There's a hacker mom. She's like the one that's like at home with the baby and shit. But I found this girl on Instagram. She looks like the one in the description, but her Facebook says she lives over here.
Well, I wish it ended with that much happiness, but.
Oh god, dude.
All the sad stuff today.
Call it with the cartel stuff.
So, yeah, you did.
I know
This
I did.
volunteer group of moms in Mexico went out searching for missing loved ones and ended up discovering 17 other bodies buried in abandoned residential yards.
Whoa. God damn.
All in one place?
In very close proximity.
That's some cartel
Could be a
shit.
coincidence.
17.
It's absolutely cartel shit.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess in that area that they were looking, the cartel they'll go to, like, these abandoned houses in these residential areas, and they'll do the killings there and then just bury them in those yards. And then these moms just happened to find those exact places. They just started digging and they just uncovered 17 bodies.
God damn.
I'm surprised this even gets out. Because then, like, who do they tell? Because aren't the cops, like, under the cartel? Like, everybody's, like, stacked.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe these moms are off limits. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're kind of like, abuelas and stuff.
I don't know. There's full villages and cities that fight back too.
Yeah.
There's zones where the cartel just,
And it's really sad because the reason they formed this group is because the cops refused to search in the places that they wanted to look.
For
because
sure.
of that reason.
Yeah.
well, the cops don't want to die.
They don't want their whole family to get kidnapped and shit.
It seems like such a different planet.
Yeah.
You know,
It
like,
does, yeah.
America's got its issues, right?
sure.
We got our problems.
But that is an entirely different issue.
So, like, this is just my impression. I don't know if this is accurate, but, like, is Mexico that incompetent as far as law enforcement?
I think-
It's pretty bad.
I don't know.
I think
I don't know.
incompetent is the wrong word.
Yeah, I don't think it's incompetent.
Powerless.
I think under the thumb of. Yeah.
So they're,
Yeah.
they have zero chance.
It's
of
like it's a multiple symptom thing. One, it's like there's a huge like discrepancy in like the rich and the poor, right? So there's already people that are extremely economically disadvantaged. So when you have that, then people are just desperate. And then if you have something that's extremely highly lucrative, and then you have people that have extreme violence, because like the people that are part of the cartel, they're like former Mexico, their version of Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
They can pay off what is it called? The cops easy. They have extreme amounts
Or
of
threaten them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
All the resources.
they have literally like submarines and tanks and shit that they buy from like old like decommissioned like Russian military assets. So it's just a fucking like crazy all around
ecosystem that they have.
I don't think this shit's new though, right? Like way back in the day, it's religion. Religion had their thumb on countries and control.
Yeah.
And then like even like joking but not like mafia, similar thing. Like, hey man, you run this store? You want that glass to be broken tomorrow, or do you want me to protect it? Okay, give me 10%. And then like
racketeering.
yeah, and then it just starts to build up one store after another, city after city, cop after cop.
even like in the
lawyer after
60s,
lawyer.
right? Like in New York, like how many of the cops were under the Italian mob's
Yeah.
influence? It
Look,
just
you need
takes
to say
time.
mob, you know, we don't have to throw
The
it.
Italian,
Yeah, we don't have to
big
say it.
nosed Italian.
People
mob.
get it. You don't have to say it. You know?
That's kind of cool though, right?
Because
It's fucking rad, and we did it with straight respect. All right, we had morals.
Because there's footage of Mexican like police and armies getting into firefights with the cartel. So not all of them are paid off, and not all of them are working for the cartel. But it also might be it's not one cartel. There's multiple different regions.
And there's mayors still, and there's governors. There are different puzzles involved.
So I think it's a complex issue. But the funny thing is that some of these cartel guys were trained by the U.S. military because they were the special, like, let's say DEA SWAT guys of Mexico. They got trained by our special forces, and then they go, you know what? all these drug guys are making a ton. Why don't we just take over their business? And then that's what they did. And then dude, these businesses, they make so much fucking money. Like, they probably make more than the government.
Like training day.
And they've had like assassinations like out in the public. Like it'll be like like let's say a mayor or a cardinal even that condemned the cartel, and then boom, the next day you see that car roll up and then fucking bullet holes go straight through the fucking their car. Crazy. Like the next mayor, they're like, oh shit. Am I gonna say anything about the cartel, or do I want to get fucking assassinated in broad daylight?
Yeah, that's why I was always wondering, like, if the news that does reach stateside, they just really love to tell us how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
But if it's one of those places where if you go there and you kind of know the deal and know the rules, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think there's that too.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen, all the touristy places, right? And what shocked me, or what made it real, is like, okay, you think you're just in a country and it's like, oh, cool, you know? And then when you see 4 or 5 truckloads
That's the scary part.
of dudes in military uniform and straight looking like they're about to go into war and driving past you, that's when you're just like, oh, fuck. Hey, guys.
Can you take my photo? Yeah. What I also heard too is along the United States bottom border is where their heaviest presence is because they're trying to smuggle it in. But when you go into like deep Mexico, then it's like any other country that you go into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if you go to like Mexico City, it feels like a Mexico, like downtown LA. Where it's not there's not like a fucking tank rolling through with people throwing gang signs and stuff, you know.
Yeah, so just as a
That's not a tank.
I don't know.
That's pretty tight.
It's crib walking on the fucking turret.
just as an added stat, currently the Mexican government data shows 98,356 reported missing people.
90.
What's America's reported missing people though?
I don't know.
I think it's higher. I think
are the
not
current-
high. Well, higher because we have more people too. But I think it's way high compared to what even our news stations tell people.
Really?
I think so. I think we're missing cats left and right, bro.
In the U.S., it's more than 17,000 missing person cases remain open. California has 2,133.
They did this,
It's not that crazy.
they were extraditing a Mexican cartel dude, right? They caught this boss. He was like a leader, big time guy, and then they were transporting the convoy back into the States, and then the convoy got attacked, and then it's the firepower that the cartel has. It's like ISIS, you know? Like,
Yeah.
just straight rocketing, blowing up, trying to fucking get to this.
They afford, right?
And I was like, that's crazy, dude. Like, that's like some Fast and Furious shit. But that happens. Yeah.
Fast and Furious is pretty high level shit. They be like stopping planes and stuff with cars and
It's a
like
drama documentary.
yeah.
Definitely like
thought
half
it was a
real.
Fiero.
But I'm wondering, like, how
Tyrese is in it. He's
how
big
much of
time.
that happens here and it's not reported on the news?
Yeah, I do wonder.
Because I'd be shocked if that kind of shit happens in the States. Where, like, let's say a big time billionaire criminal is like being convoyed somewhere, and then like it gets attacked by, I don't know, dudes that want to get him back. Or is it like really hard to do that on American soil? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Cartel stuff scares the shit out of me.
I didn't know, like, one of my cop friends did tell me, like, they were able to bust down this door, and then they found out some cartel operation, and then the 2 dudes they arrested, they were put on $1 million bail each. So for them, they're like, okay, cool, these fools aren't going anywhere for sure. They got posted bail immediately, and then within, like, 2 hours, they already left the country.
Yeah, I would be scared.
That's the kind of resources they have.
Dude,
they're like, what are we even fighting this for? This is above our pay grade. This is some crazy shit.
They're like, maybe we should have done 2 million.
One of my clients, one of his really good friends got shot in like a gang shooting. Right? He was in the hospital. They found out that he was undocumented. While he was in the hospital, he was like arrested. They patched him up, and then they sent him over back to Mexico. He gets picked up by the cartel. Oof. And then he just starts trimming weed plants for him for like a couple weeks. And then they're like, hey, they give him the phone. They say, hey, call your parents or whatever. They call the parents, and then they're just asking for like $400. Like or I forgot what the exact amount was.
It's like not even that much.
Yeah, but like they were asking for like a monthly payment just to keep him alive, and then that was the last
Like
he heard of him.
extortion.
And like that's what he told, and I was like, that's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
And they didn't get him back or nothing.
Well, you know, he said he hasn't talked to him since,
Fuck.
but this was also like 5 years ago.
Wow.
So he's been trimming weeds for like 5 years.
I have no idea.
Maybe because they're like, sorry, because of COVID, we can't send them back.
It's sad because there's so it currently in Mexico it says there's 52,000 dead bodies that have not been identified yet.
52.
So they're like working on it.
Oh, but Tulum is so lit, though. You got to go there, dude. It is so awesome. Well, not only, okay, Tulum is
beautiful.
It is beautiful, but then like, what's really cool is the Chichen Itza, and like, and then like that's the pyramids that the Mayans made, and then if you stand there, you go like that, and you clap, and it goes boom, boom, boom every time you clap, and you're like, this is fucking ancient alien shit, man. It's so cool.
It is pretty magical.
Yeah,
It
and
is
they have
pretty magical.
cenotes where you can swim in the water and shit. It's so cool.
Selling it, man. I like it.
All right, I'm going to Tulum.
Dude, to me, it was safe. It was nice. I highly recommend
the
it.
touristy spots are cool.
And then I researched.
They said it's owned by the cartel. That's
Yeah.
what people say.
Yeah,
So they're
probably.
like, no, yeah, we're gonna keep our business
Well,
good.
and I don't think they want to fuck with America. You know, they want to keep their shit going. If they kill an American, it's not gonna look good.
No, they'll kidnap Americans.
I'm sure they do here and there, but you know what I mean? Like, that's gonna make way more news than 52,000
Yeah.
Mexican locals disappeared.
Right, no one's gonna come over. But yeah, I did watch a really cool anonymous interview from like this Mexican cartel hitman, and he said one of the rules is that they just don't kill journalists.
Why?
That makes sense.
Because they don't like tattletales?
Well, because they said if you he said if you can kill anybody. He's like if you can kill a cop, but he said if you kill a journalist, there's so much empathy from the world about what you did that people will never stop coming to find out what happened.
Like the guy who killed the journalist in the submarine. Did you guys hear about that story?
no, I didn't.
Never mind.
I'm gonna wear a journalist tag when I go to Mexico.
Just always have a fucking clipboard. And
And I'm gonna have a
Is that an
fucking.
international like war law thing?
I think it's just their
Because I saw
preference.
clips in like Ukraine, everyone's wearing press to make sure. I'm like, you think they're aiming down that sniper and just not gonna pick you?
They're not supposed to.